So now suppose if you want to create a free kind of selections, then we have to use the lasso tool here. Means like, see here we can create only the selections in the square form or elliptical form here. If you want to create this selection according to the shape of this character here, roughly, means not perfectly, roughly, then we can use this lasso tool. Lasso tool is very useful when you want to make an rough selections. So what the thing is, lasso tool, we can make a free form of selections here, like left click and drag. So what the thing is, we need to hold the left click and we need to drag the mouse here so that we can make a rough selections around this character here. We can copy paste or something in this way. Okay, so just like a pen tool, like drawing around this, I'm just clicking on free selections. And the remaining options will be same, like adding, subtracting, and intersection. Adding the feather is a same option here in this way. And next one will be the polygonal lasso tool here. Polygonal lasso tool is mainly used to select the linear objects. For example, linear selection is, for example, if I select this thing here. Now, if I want to select this frame here. So what the thing is, just simply we need to left click wherever we want, like left click edge of this corners here in this way. So to create the linear selections, we will use the polygonal tool, not the rounded objects. Means, for example, if I take this one here, so this is a rounded one. Here we cannot select the rounded one because it will make only the linear selections here. So see, if you want to create this round, what the thing is, we need to create a lot of points here. What lot of points, then only we will get the exact round shape. Still, it will take a lot of time. There are other tools to select this kind of round selections. So this is only to use to select the linear objects, like let's say this left click in this way, like linear objects. In this way. And see, if you want to close the selection, wherever we have started, we have to left click on that so that it will create a selection mode. So we can copy paste, we can create and separate this thing here. This way. Okay. And also when you're using this like polygonal lasso tool, suppose if you're selecting this sofa here. So by mistakenly, if you select outside this selection here, and if you want to go back, we need to press backspace. Don't press undo like Control Z. If you want to go to the previous points, we need to press backspace so that it will go to the previous points here. Because here undo will not work, like Control Z will not work here. For this type of selections, we need to use the backspace here. And if you want to close the selection, you can press enter also. If you press enter, directly it will go to the first point automatically in this way. So this is a like linear kind of selection here. So next one will be the magnetic lasso tool. So magnetic lasso tool is used to select the perfect edges of the character, but it will take a lot of time to create the selection here. So I will show how it will work actually. So what the thing is, see, if you see this image, in this foreground and background, we have a different color near to this edges, right? So this is yellow color, this is some sort of like gray color or something. So what the thing is, if you want to select this character edge to edge perfectly, so what I will do is just first I will left click on one corner, and now just I will move the mouse according to the color difference. It will automatically detect the edges and it will select the character here. Even though if you are not placing the mouse near to the edges, still if you are away from the edges, like a magnet, it is detecting the edges and it is selecting the character here. In this way. So simple what the thing is, just we need to first left click and just we need to drag by without holding any button. Just we need to move the mouse, that's it. No need of holding any left mouse button or right mouse button. Just we need to move the mouse here. So in order to pan, we need to use a space so that it will create a pan here. but it's very lengthy process, means like it will take a lot of time to create the selection. And here it will not select the hair properly, just manually it will select these harder edges here. And in case sometimes if it is not creating the selections, we can manually left click so that it will create the point here. Sometimes it will go inside or outside. If you want to create a manual selection, you can left click so that it will create a manual point here. So by mistake, if you select the another area, so if you press backspace, then it will like undo, and just again we can select this area. And here I will left click, and now what I will do is just I will zoom out. After that, I will make a selection here, and just we need to left click here. And now it will add. And the thing is here, it has been not added properly. It has been not selected properly just by using this lasso tool. And make sure we need to use this add, because as I said, this is a new selection. If you create the new selection, it will deselect the character here. So we need to use the add, and just roughly we need to select so that it will add the selection here. Now we got this proper selection here. Where is the selection? Yeah, so this is the selection. And here also you can see, just we can use the lasso tool to add the selection here. So now what the thing is, it has been selected the character. Now if you want to delete the background, actually. So if I unlock this layer, now if I delete, what it will do actually, it is deleting the character because we have selected the character. Now what the thing is, there is another option called inverse. This is very useful. So if I go to the select and there is an option called inverse. What is this is like whatever the area you have selected, it will inverse the selection. Means like it will deselect that area and it will select the remaining area here. So if you use this inverse, now see it has been selected the background. Now it has been deselected the foreground which you have selected. So if you delete, now it will delete the background here. So select inverse and the shortcut is Shift Control I. So this is also useful. Just if you use Shift Control I, then it will invert the selection. And if you delete, now it has been deleted. Now, if you want to change the background, we need to go to File, Place Embedded. We can select any background. And just we need to scale this, adjust according to your requirement. And now we have to drag this layer to the down so that we can change the background here. So this is a use of magnetic lasso tool here. And also here we have some options like width. What the thing is, see, if I am selecting this character, now even though if the mouse is going a little bit far away, still it is detecting the edges and it is selecting the edges here. Suppose if I decrease this width here, let's say what is this mean is like it will detect the edges until if we are in the radius of 200 pixels. If you are going away of the 200 pixels, then it will select the another point here. The width of pixels is nothing but the radius. Suppose see in case if you put it to like 2 pixels or something. So if you move the mouse 2 pixels away, then see it is selecting another point here. Means like we need to maintain that point exactly onto the edges here. If you are going here and there, then it will select the another point here. See, that means if you want the perfect selections, then we need to use the width like 200 or something, so that even though if you move the mouse little bit away, still it will detect the edges here. And also if you want to create more points, means like see now it is creating the points with more gap here. Suppose if I want more points, then here we can use this frequency option. Let's say if I put it to like 100 or something, then it will create a lot of points here. Okay, even though if I go here, see it is selecting, even though the width is 200 pixels, still it is selecting the other area. Okay, so this is a magnetic lasso tool, and the remaining options are same, like feather, adding, subtracting, and the intersect is same here. Okay, yeah.